The human brain is an extraordinary organ. It is the command center of our being, orchestrating our thoughts, emotions, and actions. This 3-pound mass of interconnected neurons holds the secrets to our consciousness, our memories, and our very essence. Yet, despite centuries of study, the brain remains an enigma full of mysteries waiting to be unraveled. One of the most intriguing aspects of the brain is its division into two distinct hemispheres. Why is this complex organ split down the middle? What purpose does this division serve? How do these two halves communicate and collaborate to create a seamless experience of the world? The answers to these questions lie at the heart of understanding the human brain and its remarkable capabilities. By delving into the unique roles of the left and right hemispheres, we can begin to appreciate the elegance and complexity of this remarkable organ. Imagine for a moment that the brain was not divided. Picture a single unified structure responsible for all cognitive functions. Would such a brain function differently? Would it be more or less efficient? While we can only speculate, the division of the brain into two hemispheres likely offers significant evolutionary advantages. Each hemisphere specializes in certain functions, allowing for greater processing power and efficiency. The left hemisphere, often dubbed the logical brain, excels in language processing, analytical thinking, and mathematical reasoning. It breaks down information into its component parts, analyzing and organizing data in a linear fashion. In contrast, the right hemisphere, known as the creative brain, excels in spatial awareness, intuition, and artistic expression. It processes information holistically, recognizing patterns and making connections that often elude the more analytical left brain. This division of labor between the hemispheres does not mean they operate in isolation. On the contrary, the two halves are in constant communication via a thick band of nerve fibers called the corpus callosum. This intricate network allows for rapid information exchange, ensuring that both hemispheres work together seamlessly. The distinct roles of the left and right hemispheres become particularly apparent when studying individuals with brain injuries. These injuries often reveal the specialized functions that each side of the brain performs, shedding light on the intricate workings of our minds. Damage to the left hemisphere, such as from a stroke, can result in language impairments, difficulties with logic and reasoning, and paralysis or weakness on the right side of the body. This can significantly impact a person's ability to communicate and perform everyday tasks that require logical thinking. Conversely, damage to the right hemisphere can lead to problems with spatial awareness, difficulty recognizing faces, and neglect of the left side of the body. This can affect a person's ability to navigate their environment and recognize people they know, which can be quite disorienting. These observations provide compelling evidence for the specialized functions of each hemisphere. They highlight how each side of the brain contributes uniquely to our overall cognitive abilities and daily functioning. Despite their differences, the two hemispheres work in concert to create a unified experience of the world. This collaboration is essential for integrating various types of information and producing coherent thoughts and actions. When we read a book, for example, the left hemisphere decodes the words and sentences, while the right hemisphere interprets the emotional tone and visual imagery. This dual processing allows us to fully understand and appreciate the content we are reading. Similarly, when we listen to music, the left hemisphere processes the rhythm and melody, while the right hemisphere appreciates the emotional nuances and overall aesthetic experience. This combination enriches our musical experience, making it both intellectually and emotionally satisfying. This intricate interplay between the two hemispheres highlights their complementary nature. Each hemisphere's unique contributions are essential for a balanced and effective cognitive function. Understanding the unique strengths and weaknesses of each hemisphere can be incredibly valuable. It can inform therapeutic approaches and educational strategies, helping individuals maximize their cognitive potential. By recognizing our own cognitive biases, we can develop strategies to compensate for any imbalances and harness the full potential of our brains. This self-awareness can lead to more effective problem-solving and creative thinking, enhancing our overall mental performance. The crisscross control, a neurological curiosity. One of the most peculiar aspects of the brain's organization is the contralateral control of the body. This fascinating feature has intrigued scientists and neurologists for decades. This means that the left hemisphere controls the movements of the right side of the body, while the right hemisphere controls the left side. It's a complex yet beautifully orchestrated system. This crisscross wiring may seem counterintuitive, but it likely arose from evolutionary pressures. Over millions of years, our brains adapted to better manage our bodies. One theory suggests that it developed alongside the evolution of bilateral symmetry in animals. This symmetry is a hallmark of more advanced organisms. As animals evolved from simple radially symmetrical creatures to more complex bilaterally symmetrical forms, the need for coordinated movement between the two sides of the body became increasingly important. This coordination is vital for survival and efficient movement. The contralateral control of the brain may have provided an efficient solution to this challenge. It allowed for more precise and balanced control over bodily functions. By having each hemisphere control the opposite side of the body, the brain could ensure rapid and coordinated responses to stimuli from either direction. This quick reaction time is crucial in many situations, from sports to everyday activities. This arrangement also has implications for our understanding of brain injuries. It helps medical professionals pinpoint the exact location of damage. Damage to one side of the brain often results in paralysis or weakness on the opposite side of the body. This phenomenon is known as hemiplegia. This knowledge is crucial for diagnosing and treating neurological conditions. Understanding the brain's contralateral control helps in developing effective treatment plans and rehabilitation strategies. Shaping our mind's brain. Lateralization and plasticity. The extent to which certain functions are lateralized or specialized to one hemisphere can vary significantly from person to person. This individual variation is influenced by a complex interplay of genetic and environmental factors, making each brain unique in its own way. For example, studies have shown that left-handed individuals tend to have less lateralized brains than right-handed individuals, meaning that their hemispheres share more functions. This can lead to different cognitive and motor skill patterns. This suggests that the typical pattern of brain lateralization is not fixed, but rather can be shaped by experience and learning over time. The brain's remarkable plasticity, its ability to change and adapt throughout life, also plays a crucial role in shaping lateralization. This adaptability is evident in how we acquire new skills and knowledge. When one part of the brain is damaged, other areas can sometimes compensate for the lost function, showcasing the brain's resilience. This remarkable ability of the brain to rewire itself highlights the dynamic nature of brain organization, constantly evolving and adapting. It suggests that the brain is not a static entity, but rather a constantly evolving organ, shaped by our experiences and interactions with the world around us. Every new experience can potentially alter brain function and structure. Understanding the interplay between brain lateralization and plasticity is crucial for developing effective therapies for individuals with brain injuries. This knowledge can guide personalized treatment plans. By harnessing the brain's innate ability to adapt and rewire itself, we can potentially help individuals regain lost functions and improve their quality of life. This ongoing research holds promise for future medical advancements. Living with two hemispheres: practical implications. The divided nature of our brains has profound implications for our daily lives. It influences how we learn, how we solve problems, and even how we interact with others. For instance, understanding our own learning style, whether we are more visual, auditory, or kinesthetic learners, can help us tailor our study habits to better suit our cognitive strengths. Similarly, recognizing that different tasks may engage different hemispheres can help us approach challenges more effectively. When faced with a creative problem, we might consciously tap into the intuitive and holistic processing of the right hemisphere. Conversely, when dealing with a logical or analytical task, we might engage the linear and detail-oriented left hemisphere. The interplay between our hemispheres also influences our social interactions. The right hemisphere plays a crucial role in reading facial expressions, interpreting body language, and understanding emotional cues. By becoming more attuned to these non-verbal signals, we can improve our communication skills and build stronger relationships. The puzzle of consciousness, a final thought. The division of the brain into two hemispheres raises profound questions about the nature of consciousness. How do two seemingly separate entities, each with its own specialized functions, give rise to a unified sense of self? This question has puzzled philosophers and scientists for centuries, and it remains one of the greatest mysteries of the human brain. Some theories propose that consciousness arises from the integrated activity of both hemispheres, while others suggest that it may be localized to a specific region of the brain. Despite the lack of definitive answers, the very act of pondering the nature of consciousness through the lens of brain lateralization highlights the complexity and wonder of this remarkable organ. As we continue to unravel the secrets of the brain, we may one day unlock the key to understanding the emergence of consciousness and our place in the vast tapestry of the cosmos.